your jets. Because tonight's show is surely good enough. So grab a tray and a heaping helping of hilarity. Grab your favorite paddle or strap on your favorite saddle, because it's time to enjoy some of life's funniest moments. We are breaking new ground with some hard-hitting clips, like football follies, a hammock panic, and a tiptoe through the tulips. So wipe that smile off your face and get ready to laugh at some of life's funniest moments. Eskimos, seals, elves, and polar bears, all living proof that some like it cold. There's nothing more embarrassing than wearing the wrong outfit to a function. And Saul here knows better than anybody. He knew it when he wore flip-flops to his cousin's wedding, and he knows it now. But wait, ice is just frozen water, so technically, Saul is scuba diving. He's just doing it above the water. Until now. Here's a dilemma. What do you do when you drop your favorite hat on thin ice? Well, you can use your foot to try and carefully bring it to shore, or have someone push your Uncle Jeezy on the ice so he can bring it back. But be careful, though. Uncle Jeezy's big head might tear up your hat like he tore up the ice. When you rent skis, make sure you ask questions. How much they cost, what size you need, and most importantly, where are the brakes? Playing in the snow and ice is the perfect familial bonding activity for people anywhere between the ages of 8 and 80. Unfortunately, Gran is 81. There's a reason they say it's perfect for people between 8 and 80. Cheer up, Gran. They say ice-cold water does wonders for wrinkly skin. Ever seen a wrinkly penguin? I rest my case. It was Yuri's only day off that month, and he was determined to enjoy it no matter what the weather was like. Sure, it was cold. Sure, it was overcast. But Yuri knew that just as long as he got a little hammock time, he'd be happy. I mean, seriously, what more could happen? Wow. Sorry, Yuri. Looks like work is more relaxing than leisure time for you. It's hard to decide who's having more fun, the people in these clips or you at home watching these clips. Jasper told Papa that he wasn't hungry. Well, he didn't tell him, but he gave him that "don't feed me" look every parent knows. Well, every parent except Jasper's Papa. Papa decided it's lunchtime and Jasper's gonna eat whether he wants to or not. So now, Jasper has to take the situation into his own hands, literally. Well, on the bright side, at least we know that the food Jasper is eating is making him strong. In fact, maybe Papa ought to be strapping himself into that chair for a snack. Looks like he needs to keep his strength up. But when brawn doesn't work, try brains. Hopefully this works. After all that wrestling, Jasper's worked up quite an appetite. Jody has been taking belly dancing lessons, and now it's time to show her husband Dave what he's been paying for. And maybe teach him a thing or two as well. Maybe their son Tony's graduation wasn't the best place to bust out her moves, but you know, Tony loves his parents, so he won't be embarrassed. Okay, so Tony might not be embarrassed, but you can bet Jody and Dave will be red-faced about this for a while. I wonder what the S's on their shirts stand for. Is it sweet, or maybe special, symphonic, sandpiper, or maybe sure-footed? Oh, no, definitely not sure-footed. I'm gonna go with sweet. The arabesque may be the most graceful move, but I prefer the plop for surefire smile value. Now it's time for another visit to Chef Emily's kitchen. Today's special recipe, Chef Emily's famous 10-finger frosting. Whether you're making cakes, cookies, or just frosting to eat with a spoon, Chef Emily's 10-finger frosting will hit the spot. And as a special bonus, you just might find a prize. Maybe a ring, or if you're really lucky, a watch. It all depends on how excited Chef Emily was to cook that day. Remember, look for Chef Emily's 10-finger frosting where all baking goods are sold. It's 10-finger licking good. We're all in favor of you shaking your booty out there on the dance floor, but when you do, could you make sure there are no children in the way? Looks like Rudy got bootied. What a cutie patootie. After losing the grand championship to a computer last year, Bobby had to start all over again at the very bottom and work his way back up. So far, he has defeated the gerbil and the cat. Now, if he wins this, he has to take on the pig and then the horse. Florence really wanted to wear the yellow dress, but Katie got to the dressing room first. She was thrilled, as the yellow dress really helps you stand out in the crowd. Well, if Katie wanted to stand out, Florence would be happy to help. The reins and saddle up. It's time to start horsing around. Sure, they could just give him a water trough, but El Kabong is a racehorse, and they want him to learn to stretch that neck in case of a photo finish. Well, this way he can quench his thirst, but also be thirsting for victory. We'll take El Kabong to win by a nose. Why are Mindy and Cindy grooming each other so fast and furiously when they know Farmer Bill will do it this afternoon? Well, Mindy and Cindy both have a crush on Old Blue, and they both want to look their best when he comes over. The big equestrian ball is coming up, and they want to make sure Old Blue asks one of them. The only problem, they both look so awesome, it's going to be a difficult choice. Billy thought he was finally going to fulfill his lifelong dream of becoming a jockey. He wanted to be one ever since he was a kid. Too bad his trusty steed's racing days were behind him. They may not make a run for the roses, but they're right there for a walk to the picnic table. Plus, it's a heck of a lot easier to dismount from a stationary horse. At summer's end, the locals gathered to do their annual dance welcoming the fall. It's here. They say history repeats itself. Well, here's another example. It's the Life's Funniest Moments Rewind. Tommy was nervous on his wedding day. He was really starting to sweat. That's okay, the tux is a rental. Unfortunately, the crown is a rental as well. Well, maybe next time you'll try everything on before you leave the shop, eh, Tommy? Grandmaster Yulin hadn't done a demonstration for years, which made him the perfect person to demonstrate how strong Schmidt & Sons bricks are. Yes, Grandmaster Yulin proves that if you build your house with Schmidt & Sons bricks, you're safe from ninja attacks. Schmidt & Sons, keeping you safe from ninja attacks since 1967. At the Mills family Christmas party, the ski race was always a highlight. But an unseasonably warm December had made the going a little tough. But it was a tradition, so they'd be darned if they didn't all at least give it a try. Well, that was fun. And think of the money they saved in lift tickets. Kids, pay attention to the newest toy they have at the expense of all others. Take Dan here. He loves his new truck. But your bike will not be ignored, Dan. Let this be a lesson to all you kids watching. Pay attention to all of your toys. Love them equally. You never know when they'll step up and demand attention. Your toys will thank you. It's a wedding staple, the garter toss. History says the guy who catches it will be the next one to get married. But at the line art wedding, there won't be any catching of the garter. All these guys are going to be catching is a bad cold. Poor Ralph the referee. The light bulb in his closet was out, so he got dressed in a hurry. Oh, he put on the right shirt, and he put on the right pants. He even grabbed the proper hat. The problem came when he grabbed his footwear. Well, he meant to grab his regulation referee cleats with the good extra traction. Instead, he grabbed his slippers. Once again, it's time to explain simple math the fun way using a dog and a grandma. Today's lesson, the circle. A circle is the set of all points in a plane fixed at a distance from a given point. Grandma is the point, the leash is the radius, and little Euclid is walking the circumference. Good boy. Next time, pi. Euclid says it's 3.14. Grandma says it's apple. Some couples opt for romance. But Julie and Bart opted to use a little up-tempo number for their first dance as man and wife. And if Bart doesn't stop trying to lift her up, Julie might make this their last dance as man and wife. Ever wonder how the International Automobile Comfort Council decides how many passengers a car will seat comfortably? Well, it takes a team of dedicated professionals. Professionals like Margaret here, and Rosalinda, Alex, Eddie, Dave, Michael, Sammy, Sarah, Katie, Gustav, Randy, Todd, Steve, Jack, Johnny. Jay looks comfortable. So this car comfortably seats 16. Hey, thanks, guys. 2 2/3 of the earth is covered by water. The other third by people laughing at these clips. Good times. Isn't it always the way? A recipe calls for a little lemon zest and you have no idea where the last place you saw the lemon zester was. There just never seems to be a good place to keep it. The zester, the cheese grater, and the corkscrew all seem to rotate from drawer to drawer. And sure, Junior could eat his oatmeal without the lemon zest. I mean, you know, he's done it before. But now he has a distinct hankering for the zest of a lemon. And once you zest for the zest, yeah, you can forget the rest. Every afternoon, Jimmy would run to the connecting door to play floor frisbee with a neighboring pet. Well, they'd never met and didn't even know what each other looked like. They never spoke for fear that they would get caught and told to knock it off. They cherished these moments. It was fun having a floor frisbee playmate. Jimmy figured he was playing with a dog who was a lot like himself. The cat on the other side of the door figured she was playing with a feline similar to herself. One thing's for sure, no matter who your partner is, there is nothing better than a game of floor frisbee in the afternoon.
Now greet your partners there to beak. We're gonna square dance with just a tweak. Now step on the carpet. Wow, that's paisley. Don't look too long or it'll go hazy. Don't step too lively. Don't do the bop. Your partner's little leg's gonna make him hop. Now there you have it. You got it made. Look at that little birdie promenade. Hee-hee.
Wow, there's nothing like a good square dance. Not only did her mother name her Rose, but she also dressed her like one. Why, she blends right in with the other beautiful flowers. Hey, where'd she go? Rose? Rose? Rose! And now a toast to holding onto your glass. Oops. And now another toast. Here's to dry cleaning. They're like fireworks, but much safer. Cue the waterworks. At Camp Barkley, the Barkley brothers come up with all the games and activities. It looks like their latest is called the Camper Toss. That's why campers who know the difference choose Camp Candy Apples on the other side of the lake. Here's a little summer safety tip for your beach fun. If there are no boats, no lifeguards, no other swimmers, and no fish, maybe the surf is a little too rough. We said, maybe the surf is a little too rough. Oh, never mind. The ancient art of acupuncture is the technique of inserting and wiggling needles into yin and yang acupuncture points in the body to restore health and combat pain. To accomplish this, it's recommended that you go to a licensed acupuncture specialist. A much less popular technique is to simply paddle your canoe into some riverside scrub brush. This comes with a unique set of problems. But one way to alleviate those problems would be to go to a licensed acupuncturist. So why not just do that in the first place? Cool, right? Cool. Their way of settling disputes is as old as the ancient tribe itself. Two men sit on a log with bags of rotting fish. The one who falls off the log loses the dispute and has to eat the fish. The stakes have never been higher. Looks like Jeanette is off to the beauty parlor to get a new hairdo. She just isn't sure if she should run back inside and wash it first. Looks like Mr. Sprinkler helped her make that decision. The wet look is definitely coming back. If any of the funniest moments in your life have been captured on videotape, or you're planning on capturing one of life's funniest moments on tape in the future, we'd love to share it with the world. Just send your tape to Life's Funniest Moments, P.O. Box 7898, Burbank, California, 91505-9998. Just make sure no animals were harmed in the making of your video, and be sure to include your phone number. And if we use your funniest moment on the air, we'll send you a Life's Funniest Moments t-shirt and $100. Jimmy the Drooler was soaking up to 5 shirts a day. In an attempt to save the sogginess, he was trying to take a strategic precautionary move. And it seems to be working. You know why? Because Mommy bought the 2-ply. Way to go, Jimmy the Drooler's mom.